You travel 120 kilometers to Whistler by car and then return by bus. The average speed of the car is 15 kilometers per hour greater than the average speed of the bus. So let's think about the velocity of the bus being v. That means the velocity of the car is going to be v plus 15. Velocity we could think of as speed. Express the total time of your trip as a single term. So we want to find an expression for time. And what's the famous equation? Distance equals velocity time. So we're going to try to use this famous formula. So for the bus, we're interested in the time of the bus. Distance equals velocity time, and we're talking about the time of the bus. The time of the bus is going to be the distance, which is 120, divided by v, which is the velocity of the bus. So we found this portion of time going back home. Now let's do the formula on the way by car. We know that distance equals velocity time, and the distance happens to be 120, is equals to velocity times time, and the time we're talking about is of the car. C stands for car. Now what is the velocity of the car? It's not just the v, it's v plus 15, faster. And so therefore divide both sides by this coefficient. The time of the car is equals to 120 divided by v plus 15. So how do we find the total time? All we have to do is add the time going there and the time going back. So now we have a total time is simply these two small times added up. Now the question says find the total time, which we did, as a single term. So what we have here now are two terms, and we want to find out a single term. So let's simply find a common denominator. We're going to multiply top and bottom by v, which is allowed since it's just 1. And here we're going to multiply top and bottom by v plus 15, which is also allowed. Same divided by same is just 1. Now that we have a common denominator, the total time is equals to v times v plus 15. We have a single term now, and we're simply going to add the tops. We have 120v plus, we feed the dog, this becomes 120v, and we feed the cat. 120 times 15 is 1800. So therefore, we just have to gather these. 120v plus 120v is 240v. So this here is a single term. Alright, now it's your turn. You travel 10 kilometers to school by car and then jog home. The average speed of the car is 50 kilometers per hour, greater than jogging. Express the total time of your trip as a single term. If you jog at the speed of 10 kilometers per hour, what is the round trip travel time?